uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find out. Commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they try the right side here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made by Perry Riley. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he cuts it right sideline. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill, the offensive and defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all-pro at 2 different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way, and second in the league behind J.J. Watt, 23 tackles for loss last year. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 4th down. Here's a 3-time All-Pro Andy Lee to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got four down. All right, here we go. Wide.
On play action, now Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, got
through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver, 82 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Back to throw, Newton. And that's incomplete. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 94 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that's complete to Walford. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Letting one. That's caught at the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here's Andy Lee now. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Carr to throw on second down. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On second down, here's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field, become dependable targets for their quarterbacks, and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On play action, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the cutback. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Well, the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. Carr now to throw. And that's complete to Walford. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He'll give it to him right up the gut. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll turn to the power game and Olawale. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here to his running back, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they try the right side here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro. And ...2015, Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The former 49er, Alden Smith. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. afternoon. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. From his goal line here, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Fighting through, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
it.